We love Canberra. Well, let's get some more on the upcoming upcoming flu season, rather, as it gets a little bit colder in some parts of the country. Experts are warning that a reported rise in measles cases as well around the world could be part in due to misinformation and mixed messages in the community. In the first instalment of our new health segment, we're about to ask infectious diseases paediatrician Lini Fong how to sort fact from fiction when it comes to our health. Good morning,
Lini.
Hi, hello.
Sounds like I've got the flu, but I've just been talking too much, I think, this morning. I mean, look, there is a proliferation of health information now on so many sources. You know, you can get it on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and it is hard to know what should I be following right now.
That's right. Well, I think, firstly, when we talk about misinformation, it's important to sort of think about misinformation and disinformation. We talk a lot in health circles about what the difference is, and I think just the key is that, one is is unintentional. So misinformation is unintentional. So a friend might share with you a post that they think is, genuinely helpful for your health or weight loss or whatever it is. And then in terms of disinformation, it's that stuff where, a company might spruik some fake science to promote a product or a service. So, in terms of that misinformation space, it's really important to kind of be aware of, what is real and what is fake news, and try and digest it and think about how to make decisions in your sort of daily life.
Social media,
Yes.
How much of a problem is it? Because if I was to go on social media now and have a look,
Yeah.
I think someone would be like, hey, if you eat ground banana leaf and chia seeds in the morning, that'll cure all your ails and boost your
cure
testosterone
everything.
or something like that.
Probably.
I mean, it's constantly bombarded with that sort of thing.
No. Well,
it's nonsense, right?
Well, I think it's worth thinking about social media as just another information platform. So I think we have to think about the positives as well as the negatives. I think it's great that people are out there looking up stuff about health and wellbeing. That's always a plus. But it's really about, as I said, like where do you find the right information? Who do you trust? Like, where do you go? And there was a study only a couple of years ago in Australian parents, 2 years ago, from the University of Technology, Sydney, which showed that 82% of Australian parents had sought information from social media before even seeking healthcare professional advice. So I think, there is a positive for, information websites, the internet in general. But it's about, that literacy around how do you process information.
I'm bad with Dr. Google.
Dr. Google, well, that's right,
I think
exactly.
a lot of people are living on social media, particularly in these times. If you're home with your kids and you're a bit lonely and you're spending a lot of time on social media, completely normal, totally fine.
Exactly.
But how do you spot misinformation? I mean, what are some of the things to be aware of if you see a post and you think, I'm not sure about that? What are the signs that we can look for?
Well, I always talk about sort of four big tips. So the first tip is really check the source. So who is it? Is it a reputable organisation or person? Are they credible? Do they have professional backing? Are they financially supported? Hopefully not. The second is looking at when it was actually published. So what is the date of when that original research was published? Because there's always updates as well. The third is always thinking about is it a claim that scientists agree with? So, if there is scientific consensus, then maybe it's true. But if there isn't, then that should be a red flag. And that final one around red flags is, if it sounds like a miracle cure, sounds like a too good to be true, maybe it is. So perhaps speak to your doctor or healthcare professional.
And what are the consequences of this sort of misinformation out there?
Yeah, well, I think, certainly what we're seeing in the US playing out is that misinformation around perhaps the measles vaccine and the increased number of cases. And so, that vaccine hesitancy is a real issue. But also when we think about just kind of generally the anxiety that comes with, being confused, like what's true, what's not true. Should I have the chia seed in the morning? Should I have chlorophyll water to detox my liver? It's certainly, there's so much information out there, and I think being able to know sort of where to go is really important. So,
lots published on the ABC, which is terrific. ABC Health, our colleagues at ABC Health do a terrific job.
Do a great job.
As do you. You're always sharing lots of things, so we should tell people to give you a follow because you're always posting good research that I love to engage with. Lini, so good to have you for our new health segment, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks.